Welcome to the second update of today, and in this update we'll be discussing my top 5 altcoins for September as the market is heating up while Bitcoin is consolidating, and that's the ultimate best scenario for altcoins through which they can continue running. In this update we will not be discussing Phantom, Solana and Kava, as some of them have been moving heavily already. We are going to dive into some projects that are still eager to run further upwards, while others have been showing strength already. Before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel beneath, like the YouTube update and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. So when we are looking at the markets at this point, and the first one I wanted to discuss is not only because of the fact that Cardano is doing great, Solana is doing great, Avalanche is doing great. All those layer 1s are moving heavily right now, through which the rest of those layer 1s are going to follow suit as well. First one I wanted to discuss is the one that's called Cosmos, Atom. Still in a very long accumulation range on the Bitcoin pair, while the USDT pair is bouncing up nicely. As we can see on the chart, we've got a beautiful bounce back up from $17, beautiful flip, now running towards the other side of the range, meaning that based on the USDT pair, it might not be an entry on a daily time frame. But if you're looking at the Bitcoin pair, we can clearly see that we're still inside an accumulation range. So once it starts to break out of this accumulation range, the first real impulse wave will be happening. Very similar to Ethereum, which was acting inside this impulse wave for a long time as well, broke out of it and the real impulse wave started. So based on that fact, Atom is one of the coins that I've got high on the list. Also one of those layer 1s, not really moving at all in the Bitcoin pair yet, but showing strength through which continuation seems likely to be happening. If we zoom in a little bit more, definitely not an entry point right now for Atom as you can see, but if you can grant yourself any entry around 4600 sats, or maybe a little bit lower around 44, that will be a great opportunity before it starts to break back out of this range accumulation period. The second one is also a project that's being hyped a lot. It's called Mina. I've shared it on Twitter during the request Sunday, I guess last Sunday, in which I concluded that there were two levels that are interesting to watch for Mina. The first one is if we lost this previous resistance is the support around $2. We didn't even get there, but we do get this support resistance flip which showed strength. So from that perspective, anything in this range would grant us continuation to the upside. So if you're able to dive into this coin in this level, I think we can see continuation. And Mina did not really get any run at all yet, through which continuation seems very likely to be happening in the current market circumstances that the market is giving us. What are targets for Mina at this point? $5.30, $8 are the next levels that we should be looking at for this one. The third coin that I have is a coin that is not doing anything at all yet. It is still following the path that we created for Chainlink, which is it has done a retest here, tested support, bounced back up, higher low is being made here, through which continuation could be happening on this one towards the upside. Not only that, the Bitcoin pair has been showing weakness overall in the past months, especially since the crash in May, and it has been acting beneath the 100-day and 200-day moving average. The moment it's going to break back above the 100-day and 200-day moving average, I think we're going to see a new impulse wave happening here. Given the fact that we are making or creating support as support again, so we're flipping the previous support as support here once again, I think we're going to see continuation to the upside on Chainlink. Meaning, I think we're going to break through this level, and still seeing the oracles underperforming shows that there is a big opportunity lying in the oracle section. If you want to have exposure towards the oracles, the cheapest option or the most risk averse option is to take the entry on Chainlink. Now, the fourth one is a coin that I've been discussing on social media, and it's one of those IEOs which has seen a big run already. But at this point, it shows continuation is likely. It's not only Harmony, but there are more of those IEOs that are eager to have a big breakout happening yet. What do we see on Harmony? Big impulse wave all the way back down towards support levels here. Another bounce to the upside, came once again back for support test, and since then we're consolidating and building ourselves a new accumulation period. So we do reject at critical resistance. We come all the way back down for another support test. Here we can see that we do have another flip of support, so a bullish support resistance flip, creating higher lows. We are creating higher highs, through which any flip of the level around 235 would grant ourselves continuation. And once we break above 275 sats, I think we're going to attack those highs here and most likely have another impulse wave coming in for Harmony as well. The final category that I'm discussing here is the older coins. This means that, for instance, Tezos, as you can see on this chart with the Bitcoin pair, has not been seeing any bullish move yet in this year. It has been crashing down, it has been having some slight momentum, but overall it's stuck inside this accumulation range. So from that ID, this entire range is still resistance, right? So what you want to do with Tezos at this point is you're looking into positions, or you're building a swing trade position on this one. And I've discussed it in my top 5 blue chips, so I had to include it. This one in this area is still a very beautiful entry on Tezos, meaning that once it breaks back above this resistance that we have here, I think a new impulse wave is eager to come. And given the fact that we should have many of those gaps into the charts, the next real resistance is found around 19,000 sats, resulting into a 2x. So that's my short update today with the 5 coins that I'm looking at for the next month, September. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh new update. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel.